the meeting to order, please. Roll call.
Mr. Babbitt?
Here.
Mr. Carroll?
Here.
Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Mr. Sang?
Here.
Mr. Waldron?
Okay, 4 members present. We have a quorum. First order of business is approval of the minutes for Tuesday, May 3rd, 2016. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Item number 1, Lisa Wallace, request for park use. Is Lisa here? Hi, Lisa. So what are you going to be doing?
I'm gonna have a baby shower.
Oh, well, congratulations. And you've talked things over with Lisa and Eric, and everything's set, and... Are there any questions from the board?
No, the date's available, I take it.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, it is.
okay.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Have fun.
good luck. Bob Conley, request for park use for basketball tournament. Bob, how are you?
Good, and so far, Brock is also.
Okay. What do we got going on?
So we're requesting for July 23rd, just a basketball league for high-risk youth, outreach with the high-risk youth. For breed basketball.
Breed, okay. Now, my understanding is you'll need a food permit because you're gonna be cooking food or something. So you'll have to touch base with ISD
Okay.
about that. Now, you'll also, I've been told that you can use the dumpster at the Babe Ruth Field
Okay.
for any rubbish you might have, and what are you gonna do for bathrooms there?
We probably would have to rent a porta potty.
I mean, you could work with the Babe Ruth, they have bathrooms there, correct?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
So if you can make
Yeah.
arrangements with them, it'll save you an expense, you know? And the other thing you'll have to do is you'll have to provide insurance to the city.
Okay.
Okay, they can explain you, the office,
Okay.
how to do that.
Sure.
It's not a lot to do, so I know you guys can handle it.
How many people do you think you're gonna,
Estimated about like 65.
great. We don't have to worry about lights or anything like that?
No.
6 o'clock?
Just during the day.
Okay.
We put 10 to 6, but it might be, we'll be there early and late, but
Yeah.
I don't know how long the tournament's gonna last.
Okay. Motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, good luck. So just check with the office, they can talk to you about the insurance and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, item number 3, Abigail Connor from the Community Garden Network Coordinator. How are you?
Good, how are you?
You took over for, I don't remember her name.
Yes.
Actually, Alex, you took over, Alex took over.
Alex,
her, and
that's
I
right.
moved correct.
See, I'm one
Thank
person
you.
back, so. How are you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
Good.
And Diane is here too, she's one of the gardeners.
Diane, how are you?
So I'm here to ask for a expansion. We have a proposal, so the second page is, the proposal. So we're looking to expand the current space. So they put in 15 garden beds there, and we're looking to expand it to 30.
This is over at Ames Playground.
And so if you turn the page, there are images of that space. So that's off of Strawberry Ave. And so right now, there are those 15 beds, and if you turn the page once more, it's what we'd like it to look like. And so we're asking, that's what it will look like with the 30 beds there. There is the interest from the gardeners. They've asked for more space. We'd also like to add beds that are accessible to be in accordance with the policy, so that they'll be higher. The food project has agreed to build those, so that our gardeners who aren't able to bend down can still garden with us. And we are also asking for permission for the current gardeners to rent 2 beds a family, because in the current policy it says they can only rent 1, and it's a pretty small space. And so we're asking for those gardeners to be able to rent 2 for the current gardeners, and then for a new gardener to come in, the limit will be.
If you want to not on this particular issue, but on the rules and regulations, if there are some things in retrospect now that because you've been into it for a year or so, that you want to change, just come to us and make your recommendations, and we'll, most likely support, because you people are running the program, and, we don't understand it, so,
We're also asking for permission to put 2 compost containers on there. And those are the 2 purple dots at the top, because there's no place for them to create that compost.
How has this been working because how long you been up to now? It's been a year? It's been 1 year, so this is your second growing season here. How did the first year go?
It went really well. It's a pretty cool space for those gardeners. So actually about half of our gardening population is Bhutanese from the New American Center. And so it's this really cool bridge of like, a lot of them don't speak English, and it's like this really cool community bridge of them being in a space together and have things in common. And they had a really great growing season over there.
Are there neighbors involved there too, or how does it?
Yeah, so they're from right in that area. A couple of them are from the firehouse, so just like a block away.
Okay, so you're requesting the addition of 15 beds, and out of those 15, you want to make 2 of those compost areas. Okay, now,
Well, the compost would be separate. 2 of those garden beds we'd like to make accessible,
okay.
so higher up.
Now, watering is not going to be an issue for you here, because the water you have there already suffices, and, Okay, so they're
And
looking
the
for
spaces,
permission.
yeah.
And we're asking permission to add flowers along the fence line,
Yes, I see
because
that,
it's, in the policy, it says we can only plant within the beds, but those won't be for eating
Kind of
purposes.
flowers, annuals, perennials?
Yeah, annuals, perennials, things that won't be invasive or spread.
Attract the honeybees and stuff?
Yeah,
Exactly.
and the bugs, yes.
Last year, it seemed like some of the flowers weren't getting fertilized.
You need
because the bees
pollinators,
were-
yeah.
Yeah, so we need to.
And we're also asking permission to hang the sign that you see right there. It was made by the, if you turn the page once more. It was made by the students at the YMCA, the Lynn Youth Council, and the Kaya Youth. And we're asking if we can hang it on the fence, because my thought process is if we put it in stakes in the ground, it makes it harder to mow around.
Yeah.
And they got that money through a grant, and they have the grant money to have the supplies to hang it.
Did you have any kind of a sign last year? No.
And so the flowers and the sign are in hopes for less theft issues in the garden. That was one of the issues that they found.
Susan, didn't we have something about signage? Was there another, just for signs and art, was there another committee that was starting to review that kind of stuff? Did that ever come to fruition, or no?
I think so. I think we'd have to check into that. I didn't have a
Okay. What we can do is we can give you permission for the beds and the 2 compost bins, and the flowers, certainly. The sign, we just want to run it by the DPW commissioner, because there was a committee that wanted to have a say in all artwork that was displayed to, so.
Okay. And the other thing that they're asking is if there are free beds in the space, if one of them can be for just flowers that they can cut. And also they're looking to see if they can have a bed that is truly for the community, and hoping that will bring the theft levels down. They'll plant in the bed and have a sign or something in it that says, if you must take, please take care.
We're not going to argue about flowers being planted.
And that back page is just pictures of the youth cleaning up, and then a letter of support from 2 of our other gardeners.
Now, you gave us specs for the beds. Do these conform to those specs, being raised and everything? So you just want to build these a little higher for people?
Yeah, so the food project has agreed to put in the 13 of the beds that look just like this, that you see in the picture.
Yeah.
And then 2 of them will be pretty much like 2 stacked on top of each other. So it's not as far to go down.
Okay. Any questions from the commission? No. So the motion would be to approve 15 beds plus 2 areas to compost, flowers around the perimeter, and we'll approve the sign contingent on making sure there's no issues with it. How does that sound?
Good. Sounds good.
Is there a motion to that effect?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second
Any further discussion? All in favor?
it. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. That's nice.
You need this, so you have one. Okay, Sue's got one. Okay, item number 4, Jeanville Mukiba. Did I say that right? Did I say that right?
That's Jose Daigo, actually. I'm the PR, Jean-Luc Mukeba, who make it today. So Just representing JP Musanga and John B. Mukeba.
Okay, so you want to use a Fry Park for soccer?
Yeah, usually, because this is the only park we use every year. Yeah.
Okay, so this is something you've done annually? What do you do for nets down there?
Actually, that's the problem we got right now, so we,
Okay, what it was suggested probably to contact
St. Mary's,
St. Mary's, yes,
we're gonna do that.
and see what they can do. And what about bathrooms?
So, people, usually, we just live around and we don't really, there's no bathroom around there, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they do. I don't know if, so they need to get rent bathrooms, or?
Yeah, we need to recommend that they do that.
One
Make
to
sure they
six.
clean up the trash.
And trash.
And parking around the area, you have to make sure that they don't park on certain streets.
So, we can approve the event, you just have to work with the DPW office on some of these small issues about what to do about bathrooms, what to do about the rubbish, dealing with St. Mary's on the possibility of getting soccer nets from them.
I have another question because we asked the permission to get the fair from July 2nd to August 21st, but someone called me that August 21st, there's going to be something else there, so.
Yes, he's correct. August 20th, there's a wiffle ball tournament.
Okay.
So it's not available. They'll have to end on the, I believe, the 14th or
13th, yeah, I think it's a,
Yeah.
Okay.
so does that present a problem? You can end on the 13th?
Yep. We already talked about it.
And if the weather's raining, you can't use the,
Usually we don't really use
Yeah.
it, so we just there probably, hanging out, but we don't use it when it's raining.
What's the desire of the board? Any further questions, or? Motion to approve? Contingent
the
upon,
motion.
contingent
I
upon
think,
working
yeah,
out the details.
working out to make sure St.
Yeah.
Mary's can release those nets as well as the
We had a
bathroom.
problem issue last year about it, so.
Yes.
We can release that, or we can bring our own, so, but we just want to know. And second question about the license, we're going to send it to.
The permit, yeah, they can-
JP Musanga, same address.
You don't make her happy, you don't get the permit, so. So you know the rules. Okay, Jimmy, you made a motion?
Yes, I did.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
good luck. Roy Lucia?
Roy couldn't make it, so I will be taking his spot.
Okay, well, we'll have to hold them accountable, right? What can we do for you?
I think we're requesting permission to continue using the parks for our events for our children's. We've been doing it for 15 years. We call it Metro Kids. And we just run an event that has like music and we do games and then we do a little service for them. We've been doing it for a while.
Where do the kids come from for this? This is,
Just around the neighborhoods that we go to. So we go to different parks and then the kids in the neighborhood will come out and they all come out and it's a really fun event for all of them because we can get like
so you're just providing activities for them and
Yeah.
stuff?
What is your name?
Michaela, sure.
Susan, are there any concerns about the core check when it comes to children now? Or?
Yes, we have. I'm going to give her a letter from ISD that they require that you have to go up there and fill out an application for some sort of a permit now
Okay.
when you're running children's functions, events, games. Okay.
Yeah, the rules have changed quite a bit when it comes to when children are involved, so. Okay, so this is,
That's the letter, yeah.
so this is for 4 days?
Yes.
4 days at Cook Street.
Yeah.
The Lynn Common is for 3 days, the 5th to the 8th. And then August 2nd to the 6th, so Strawberry Ave Park, so that's Ames Playground. Okay, so,
The dates are all available.
okay, so we could approve this contingent upon
The permits from.
the permits from ISD, getting the permits from ISD. Want to make a motion on that? Sarah makes the motion, is there a
I'll
second?
second.
Any further discussion? Okay, so our vote is contingent upon getting the necessary permits from inspectional services. Okay? All
Good
righty.
luck.
Take care. Corey Jackson, that's after, how are you? You taking a chance up there with the mosquitoes and the bugs again, huh? Didn't learn your lesson last year.
Lyme disease, ticks, you know. It's all good. The actors are used to it now.
So what's different from last year to this year?
Last year we were at Pine Grove Cemetery, and the year before we were at High Rock Tower, and the 2 previous years we were at Lynn Woods. So we did 12th night and Much Ado there. We'd like to do it similar to how we did 12th night, so it will be in the pathway behind the Ranger House up to the Rose Garden, and then utilizing that area and the amphitheater area. And the audience moves with the show from scene to scene, similar to how we've done our other shows in the woods. We think it's a beautiful area that not a lot of people know is there, so this is a great way to have them experience it in a really unique way.
Logistics are a little easier at the woods than they are the High Rock Tower.
They're easier in that location of the woods. We've rented the special needs camp for our green room for the actors, and that gives us bathrooms and place to put some stuff. So we'll be looking to work with them again. We pay for the staff to man that.
Yeah, and they are constructing bathrooms up there
Which would be great.
now independent, and they may be completed by then.
Porta potties.
Yeah,
So,
well, they may be done by then.
I have a typo on what I gave you for the last weekend. I said it was the 12th and the 13th. It's actually the 13th and the 14th. So I apologize for that. It's the Saturday, Sunday. So the full dates are the 29th, 30th, 31st, and then the 6th and 7th, and the 13th and 14th.
Any questions from the commission?
Nope.
Someone would like to
I'll
make
make
a
a
motion?
motion.
Steve?
Are the dates available? Yeah, I mean.
There is a 2-year-old birthday party scheduled at the camp on the 31st.
Okay,
So
what
it'll be
time
there
is that?
4 or 5,
What is it?
till 4 or 5.
4:05?
4 off, or
4 p.m., 5 p.m., yeah, so.
Okay. So that's the 31st?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can either investigate doing a later time slot that day or not doing.
Yeah, I
it
think
on
that runs till 6. I think Lisa told me till 6 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can check with Lisa and Eric on that, so we can make some
Maybe
other
do an
arrangements.
earlier
but-
show that day or something. if
Yeah,
they're not
I
starting.
think they're 2 to 6, I think.
2, okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah, that won't be a problem, because we have Friday, Saturday that week, that first weekend, so we could just not do a Sunday that first weekend, and then the following 2 weekends do the Saturday, Sunday.
yeah, well, we have the flexibility. I mean, as long as the day you want to do it is not some other event going on that we've approved, then
Right.
it shouldn't be a problem, so.
Okay.
Okay, is someone make a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, good luck.
Appreciate it.
Justina Gator, how are you? So what do you have going on?
My husband and I have a personal training business, and last summer we did boot camp Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings at the tennis court at Gaudi Park.
Yeah.
And we were just hoping to move to the back of the Little League field
By the ball field,
entrance
yeah.
by the, yeah, just to be a little less residential.
Do you have insurance do you carry insurance
Yep.
for any participants so you can provide?
Yes, yeah, we have insurance and liability waivers that every participant has to fill out, and we can provide to the necessary parties.
Okay. Are there any other concerns? Were there any other concerns up there, Susan, or is that it?
No, we're pretty well set. She did submit the insurance.
Times available, okay, submit the insurance, so.
So it's gonna be by the softball field?
Yeah, and the area
Yeah.
behind it, so
Oh,
we won't
okay.
really be digging up the outfield or, trampling on the grass. It's just behind right where you can enter the path on the right side.
Yep.
Yeah.
What kind of things do you do?
So we set up stations. It's a lot of free weight, body weight activities. We have battle ropes, tires, ladders to do agility stuff. It usually runs from 6 to 6:45 in the morning. We're out by 7.
The bugs all gone by then?
Probably not. That's what my brother said this morning. He was like, "Why are you moving there?" I was like, "Be quieter."
The bugs are everywhere,
Yeah.
so. Any further questions from the board?
No.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Second? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, good luck.
Good luck.
Take care. Mike D'Agostino? How are you?
Good, how you doing today?
Good.
Good, I'm just looking to do, like I have in the past, a speed and agility for anyone, for Lynn resident. At Fry Park, we do it from July 5th to August 18th, just an hour. And it's just, again, agility and injury prevention, so mainly for that. And then prior to that, if the boys soccer team can have the field from 3 to 4, just for captains, or gatherings as they call them.
How'd it go last year? Good?
Small numbers.
A lot of participation? How many you get?
12, so it's very small. It's okay.
Any questions from the board?
And I just gave that gentleman my card for the nets.
Great.
We've had some issues when the locks have been cut the last few weeks. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They use the...
Yeah. Need the barrels chained down there. If we could do it, would be great.
Yeah, because they use the
I
barrels.
move them over. I have my kids always move them over. Get them out of the middle of the field. So.
Something you can discuss with Lisa and Eric, I don't know. The problem is when they come and collect the rubbish, it's a... Sometimes it's just stuff that happens,
I know. It gives the muscles lifting.
Yeah.
Smells them.
Okay, is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thanks for working with the other groups, too. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Jonathan Langlois, Essex County, FC Lynn, this was an annual event, I think. What's that, Sue? I don't know what the... I know that Lisa had told me this was an annual event.
Yeah, it's an annual thing he does every year. He's been doing it for years. I think we just need to get, the insurance from him.
Oh, at Hood Park?
And the dates are open.
Oh, yeah, they've worked out an agreement with Lynn Youth Soccer for this.
Yes.
So this is, Lynn Youth Soccer manages that, so this, I don't even think we have to give permission for this. Right, Lynn Youth Soccer
Yeah,
is
I
the...
know that, I know he did set everything up with Lynn Youth Soccer.
Yeah, this is, our agreement with Lynn Youth Soccer gives them the authority to manage that whole facility. So I don't know that, just want to accept this for the records then?
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think we need to vote on this, because they're using the Hood Park, so we'll just accept that for the records. Mr. Murphy, Gannon Golf Course, how are you?
Good.
What's going on up there?
We're doing pretty well. Things are growing very nicely with the tree removal. See a marked difference on 2 green, 3 tee, 4 tee. Big difference, 13 tee, 6 green.
Did everybody ever get together with Mark Mungem on the areas where they cut down the trees for how to address that?
I've mentioned to him, he's waiting for you guys to come up with the next meeting, that's where he's gonna bring it all up at that.
Okay.
I had asked Andy, about setting something up, and
I'll touch base with
touch
Andy on
base, see
that.
if we can get a meeting going. They're looking for more direction, which way you wanna go,
Yeah.
I had heard that the leasing aspect of the irrigation system was not financially feasible for like Bank of America because they can't make enough money on a 10-year lease. So they're not interested in it, so that may not be viable.
You'll have to have some discussion on that.
Right. So there's a few issues up in the air that Mark Mungem and irrigation designer are looking to get some answers to. I just told them I'd pass it on.
Okay, I'll touch base with Andy and see.
Okay, and other than that, things seem to be going pretty well up there. As I told the guys, when the trees came down and then they leaf out, you hardly notice any of the trees that were missing.
Yeah, somebody told me the only place that was even noticeable was, I think, around 13 and...
13 tee, but what you do notice is grass on the tee now. So, I mean, that's huge. Mark was talking about doing that area up there as one of the field priorities. It's nice to see some grass growing up there on the top level particularly. I mean, we've never used that in quite a while. It was always, we'd get it growing and then all of a sudden the leaves would come out and they'd be all over, so. It looks pretty good up there. Fairways are thick, everything is pretty good condition right now. So.
Okay, I will.
Irrigation system is a little shaky, just pointed out.
You just have to drag hoses out there with sprinklers on the end, that's all. You can do that. All right, I will touch base with Andy on that and get something set up with Mark. I didn't know that wasn't still progressing ahead, so.
Yeah, so, I don't know, maybe you can take the ball and get something going on that and find out where we're at, if it's gonna continue, hopefully.
Okay. All right,
Any questions today?
not that I can think of.
Questions?
No question at all.
Imagine if Gene Dooley could see this on TV and stuff. Wow.
Progress.
He'd be wrong.
Thank you.
All righty, take care.
Okay, we got one other item. This is Corey Bingham. Corey, yeah? How are you, Corey? Good. Okay, this is something you've done before, correct?
No, sir.
You didn't do this before? Okay. Why don't you tell us what you're gonna do?
I'm just trying to do a little basketball camp up at Gallagher Park, Pine Hill. I couldn't really tell you how many kids I'm gonna have because I didn't get the word out because I had to figure out if I could get, the permit and all that. So I couldn't tell you how many kids, but I work in the school system. I'm a substitute, so I know I'm gonna try to get some of the students that in the school to go. So I couldn't put the numbers on it, so that's from my end. I couldn't tell you how many kids, but I'm
What would you guess? 50, 100?
I'll say 50 to be happy. I'll say 50 because I actually coach an AAU team, so I know I'm gonna get at least 12 from the team. I got 15. 3 of them said they can't make it, so I'm just banking on word of mouth, really.
So there's a short time at 10:30 to 12:30?
Yes, not too long. In and out.
So you want to do it up at Gallagher, and that's a space is available up there?
I believe it is, yes.
Not a problem?
Check.
And it's free.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
I'll
Jimmy
second.
likes making motions for free stuff.
But I just got one more question. One person was in there about the basketball. I'm not definite about it, but I know my mom might want to bring out a grill. So do I have to go see the health department or something like that?
I don't know, if it's just, you can check with the DPW office, you might have to get a permit from ISD, so.
There's no fires in
You can't up there, I don't think.
Yeah, there's no fire, so
Yeah.
maybe you gotta have your mom cook it at the house and bring it over for you,
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so. Okay, we got a motion, we got a second, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay, good luck,
Good luck.
Corey.
Good luck.
See you later. Okay,
Thank you.
what can we do for you?
Dog.
We already approved you, but you can tell us about what you're doing.
All right, so I was just asked to come down. I have a certificate of liability insurance here. I'll give you a copy of it. We're running soccer. Just to have. We're running a soccer camp for youth. I got one more. Wait, hold on 1 second. We're having a former professional player from England. He played for a team over in the English Premier League, West Ham United. He was also a Wales international soccer player. He's agreed to come over here to help us out. We're trying to get a program off the ground. It says it's $200, but I've actually lowered the price to $100, and I've got a lot better reception from the $100 price opposed to the $200. So it is a 3-day camp, June 24th, 25th, and 26th, and on the 23rd we're offering a free youth camp, free youth coaching clinic for any Lynn residents to come down and learn the ins and outs of youth soccer programs, training from a professional. So he holds the second highest license in the world, a UEFA B. He's going for his UEFA A over the summer. So this was the only date that we could get him in here before he goes for his training. And that's pretty much it. I've already got the approval from Lynn Youth Soccer, but I just wanted to come down here and talk to you guys about it.
So you're doing it at Hood?
We're doing it at Hood
Yeah.
Park, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
a board member for Lynn Youth
Yeah.
as well as a coach.
Lynn Youth Soccer controls the scheduling there, so as long as they're happy with what you're doing, then we're just gonna take it as information and we'll just keep it on record.
Perfect. They said just make sure, because I guess they had a scheduling issue with Challenger last year, and they never pulled the permits from, or contacted you guys, and
Well, like I say, generally, I mean, the lease agreement we have with them, they have the authority to do the scheduling at the park, so.
perfect. So, like I said, it was 200, I dropped it down to 100, and I've gotten 9 kids in the last 24 hours, so.
Good.
So, thank you very much.
Okay, good luck with it.
Thank you.
Okay, before we get to the last item on the agenda, I just wanted a couple of bits of information. The conservation restriction was approved by the Lynn City Council May 3rd, 2016. Now that'll go to the state legislature because it's a home rule petition for Article 97. They have to give that approval, so that's moving ahead. And on the issue of the damage done to McManus Field by the carnival, I did receive a call from that gentleman. He was apologetic. He guaranteed me that he would repair all of the damage, and we did talk about next year maybe finding a different location where it could, maybe a giant parking lot
A lot
somewhere.
of damage there.
Yes, I know. So it's, it's all gonna be repaired. It'll take 3 or 4 weeks to get back to normal, but it was unusual circumstances, but he did express his apologies and wanted me to convey that to the board. So, okay, last item on the agenda is the regulations for the dog park. Some of the, I'm sorry, I misspoke. For some of the fields where we've had issues with some dogs. Here's the list. So you have the list there for the, I don't have it here.
Yeah, this one.
No, was it? Oh, does it? Okay, I do have it then. I just didn't turn the page back. So you have the recommendation in, I have it, thank you. You have the recommendation right here, and most of these are enclosed fields, not all of them. And the way I view this is I believe this will give the Lynn Police and the dog officer another tool to enforce people who don't use common sense and use the areas appropriately. It'll particularly solve our problem up at Linwood, so this is the recommendation. Uh-oh.
And this is for strictly within a diamond?
Well, not all of them. I think,
or-
I believe there was, well, Hood Park is not a ball field, right? That's just Lynn Youth Soccer there?
Yeah, enclosed, but that's
Yeah, it's kind
for
of.
your most,
kind of,
yeah.
Kind of, but there's still access
And
there.
Barry Park, there's only one field, I think, that
Yeah.
has a fence.
I mean, we can always revisit this,
Yep.
but right now, this is what Lisa and her staff had
Yep.
for recommendations, so, and I just asked that when they have the wording for the signage, they bring it before us. It's probably gonna say like, dogs not allowed per order of the Lynn Parks Commission, so. So any questions about this, or?
No, good start.
So we'll start with this, and then we'll see how it goes, so. Everybody's happy with this?
Yep,
Someone want to make a motion?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
Second? Okay, so we've got a motion and a second, and it's to install signage at the parks listed here, which is Linwood's Park, Magnolia Park, which is the Wyoming Little League Field, Gallagher Park, Walter Flynn Field, Hood Park, Barry Park, Keeney Park, Clark Street Park, and Kiley Park. And it says includes the Bradley Campus Field, so we'll start with that and we'll adjust it from there. Okay, we have a motion, a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any other business to come before the commission?
No.
Motion to adjourn. You're gonna make that motion?
I'll make the
Sarah will
motion.
second that?
Yep.
We stand adjourned. Thank you.